Hello, we're back. We're back. All right. So, number one, ritual of washing your dishes. I literally mean washing your dishes. It's just one small step forward. When you eat your oatmeal, wash your bowl and spoon. When you finish drinking your morning coffee, rinse the coffee pot and your mug. Don't leave any dirty dishes in the sink or on the counter for later. Wash them. Wash them immediately. This will form a small ritual, one dish at a time, one day at a time. Once you do this consistently for a couple of weeks, you can start making sure the sink has been wiped clean too. Then the counter. Then put your clothes where they belong. When you take them off, then start doing a few sit-ups every morning. Eat a few vegetables for dinner, and so forth. Do one of these at a time. You'll start to build a healthy ritual of practicing self-discipline, and finally know yourself to be capable of doing the little things that must be done and finishing what you start. My dog is so funny. You get the ball. But again, to start, just wash your dishes mindfully with a smile. The ritual of journaling for 15 minutes or less. Absolutely, I do it every day. Oprah does it too, keeps a journal too. Taylor Swift does. Eminem keeps a journal. Successful people all over the world, those who consistently make successful people all over the world, those who consistently make positive changes in their lives, reflect daily and learn from their life experiences. And they often use some kind of journal to accomplish this. Leave it. If you want to get somewhere in life, you need a map. And your journal is that map. You can write down what you did today, what you intend to do today, what you tried to accomplish, where you made mistakes, and so much more. It's a place to reflect. It's a place to capture important thoughts. It's a place to sort out where you've been and where you intend to go. It's one of the most underused, yet incredibly effective tools available to the masses, and it doesn't cost you a thing. If you have a computer, you can do your journaling in the computer. You can do it on your cell phone. You can do it in a notepad. Whatever you want. Just a second. Gotta help the dog. Just a minute, baby. Silly dog. Just this morning, I spent 15 minutes journaling about some recent events in my life that I'm grateful for, and some that still trouble me. As I was wrapping up, the idea for the blog post you're reading now came to me, which was a pleasant surprise since I hadn't yet decided what I was going to share with you today. I also unearthed some incredibly healthy insights regarding an important relationship that I'd been neglecting, which motivated me to immediately send out a text message to someone I care about, who I've been meaning to reconnect with. We now have a brunch date scheduled for next Sunday. So, as you can infer, your time spent focusing inward and journaling doesn't just help you. Your mind is powerful. And your thoughts create ripples in the world around you. When you bring clarity into your life, you bring the best of yourself into everything that you do. Just a minute. I had to figure out where it was. You like to hide your ball under my feet. There you go. You tend to treat yourself and others better, communicate more constructively, do things for the right reasons, and ultimately improve the world you're living in. And isn't that what we're all about? Improving our world? Making it a better place to live? This is why journaling for a short time every day can actually make significant real world differences in your life. Number 3, the ritual of simply doing only one thing at a time. Be honest. Do you check social media apps on your phone when you're sitting in meetings or when you're spending time with family and friends? Yeah. You eat lunch at your desk or while you're on the run? Yep. Is the TV often on in your home, even when you're busy doing other things? Yep. Do you send occasional text messages while driving? Nope, not me. The biggest cost of doing multiple things at once, like this, assuming you don't crash from the occasional texting and driving, is a gradual decline in your productivity and happiness over the long term. When you get in the habit of persistently dividing your attention, you're partially engaged in every activity, but rarely focused on one. And this dizzying lack of focus eventually trips you up and brings you down. Who wants to be down? Not me. Let's use a quick metaphor to bring this point home. If you hold a magnifying glass over a small pile of dry leaves, as the sun shines bright on the hottest afternoon of the whole year, nothing will happen. So long as you keep moving the magnifying glass quickly from one leaf to the next. But as soon as you hold that magnifying glass still and focus the sun's magnified rays on one single area of one single leaf, the whole pile of leaves will ignite into flames. That's the power of focusing on one thing at a time. Your opportunity on a daily basis is to realize that you are the magnifying glass in your own life, and that you can intentionally focus the energy you get from the world on one single leaf at a time. When you do so, you will ignite incredible flames that move your projects, your dreams, your relationships, and even the world around you. Will all be moved forward. The ritual of bringing awareness to your attachments. Most of the things we desperately try to hold on to as if they're real, solid, everlasting fixtures in our lives aren't really there. And if they are, they're in some form, they're changing, they're fluid, they're impermanent, or simply imagined in our minds. And life gets a lot easier to deal with when we understand this. Imagine you're blindfolded and treading water in the center of a large swimming pool. You're struggling desperately to grab the edge of the pool that you think is nearby. But in reality, it's not. It's far away. It's 10 feet from you. Trying to grab that imaginary edge is stressing you out, tiring you out, as you splash around aimlessly, trying to hold on to something that isn't there. Now imagine you pause, take a deep breath, and realize that there's nothing nearby to hold on to, just water around you. You can continue to struggle by grabbing at something that isn't there. Or you can accept that there's only water around you and relax and float to where you want to be. On a daily basis, I challenge you to consciously ask yourself, what are you desperately trying to hold on to in your life right now? How is it affecting you? Then imagine the thing you're trying to hold on to doesn't really exist. Envision yourself letting go and floating. Just relax. It'll be okay. Nothing is permanent. Number 5. You okay? Go get a drink of water. Go in the kitchen, get you a drink of water. The ritual of allowing most things to be the way they are. Some things in life are worth changing. Most things are not. Let that sink in for a moment. Then consider this. If you want to control the animals, give them a larger pasture. That's a quote Mark and Angel heard at a meditation retreat several years ago in a group discussion focused on the power of change. Of changing your attitude about things you can't change or don't need to change. Move. I see the animals, and their larger pasture is a form of letting go and allowing things to be the way they are. Instead of trying to tightly control something, you're loosening up, giving it more space, a larger pasture. The animals will be happier. They will roam around and do what they naturally do, and your needs will be met too. You will have more space to be at peace with the way the animals are. The same philosophy holds true for many other aspects of your life. Stepping back and allowing certain things to happen means these things will take care of themselves and your needs will also be met. You will have less stress, less to do, and more time and energy to work on the things that truly, truly matter. And the things that you actually can control, like your attitude about everything. This form of letting go is not giving up. It's about surrendering any obsessive attachment to particular people, outcomes, situations. It means showing up every day in your life with the intention to be your best self. and to do the best you know how without expecting life to go a certain way. The energy of someone aspiring to create something wonderful, teamed with this kind of surrender, is far more powerful and rewarding than someone determined to create outcomes with a desperate must-have mentality. Surrender brings inner peace and calmness. Unless we forget that our outer lives are a reflection of our inner state of being. 6, the ritual of giving thanks before bed. Absolutely. Overlooking everything that's wonderful is a tragedy, and a very debilitating one. When you get lost in worried thoughts about life, a life situation you think should have, you end up missing the beauty of everything you do have. And you will never be happy if you aren't consciously thankful for the good things in your life. Here's a super simple 5-minute daily gratitude exercise that has worked wonders for hundreds of our students and coaching clients over the past 15 years. Every evening before you go to bed, write down 3 things that went well during the day and their causes. Simply provide a short, casual explanation for each good thing. That's it. We spend tens of thousands of dollars on expensive electronics, big homes, fancy cars, lavish vacations, hoping for a boost of happiness. This is a free alternative and it works. This doggy makes me happy. In a study of this gratitude exercise's effectiveness by the famed psychologist Martin Seligman, participants were asked to follow these exact instructions for 1 week. After 1 week, the participants were measurably 2% happier than before, but in follow-up tests, their happiness kept on increasing, from 5% at 1 month, 9% at 6 months. Even more interestingly, the participants were only required to keep this gratitude journal for 1 week. But the majority of them continued journaling on their own because they enjoyed it. I tried it for myself nearly 2 decades ago. I set a goal of doing it for just 1 week, and I'm still doing it. So I can assure you it is effective. What? Give me the ball. Give mommy the ball. Where's the ball? Give it to mommy. Where is it? Is it in the middle of the chair? Is it where I think it is? 'Cause you love putting it where mommy can't get it, don't you? Of course. There we go. Such a silly girl. So, the power of renewing trust in yourself. Renewing trust in yourself is one of the most significant and hidden benefits of practicing the aforementioned daily rituals. In fact, what Angela and I lacked before we learned to implement these kinds of daily rituals was the trust that we were actually capable of achieving positive results in our lives. We went through a very difficult time together when we were in our 20s. Both of us were grieving significant losses in our lives, and we repeatedly failed to get back on our feet. As the weeks rolled into months, we had grown so discouraged in ourselves that we started subconsciously choosing procrastination over future attempts to make progress on the promise that we made to ourselves to heal and move forward. In essence, we lost trust in both our abilities and ourselves. It's kind of like another person constantly lying to you. Eventually, you stop trusting them. The same holds true with the promises you make to yourself that always end in disappointment. Eventually, you stop trusting yourself. And the solution in most cases is the same too. You have to renew your trust gradually with tiny promises, tiny steps, your daily rituals, and tiny victories. Of course, this process takes time, but it happens relatively fast if you stick to it. And it's arguably one of the most important, life-changing things. Just a minute. I got it. No, leave it. She just loves playing ball. One of the most important life-changing things you can do for yourself. For you. Not for me. Do it for you. Now it's your turn. Yes, it's your turn to take the first step with one, only one, of the aforementioned daily rituals. But before you go, please be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to like, share, comment. I can get this stupid ball. Brr. It's just so weebly wobblies. It's a weebly wobbly ball. It is, it's a weebly wobbly ball. So, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. We all need to learn this together, and that's what we've been doing. I enjoy doing this. I love it. I love sharing with you folks. So I want you to be sure and let me know what you think. I don't know if you guys are liking these posts or not if you don't comment. Don't like. But I think this would be good for everybody. We're going to do good. We're going to survive this. Yes, we will. If I can get my... There we go. There we go. So, peace out and love. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I need more scribers, please. I love you all. Take care.